Hey, I went back down to that place on Friday. I don't know when this video is going to show, but I got a few more of these little figures, and I'm just taking it slowly. They're 4 for $10 there. They seem to have a lot of the more basic ones. I've looked online trying to name these, figure out what their names are. Like this one's Star Strike. I could have sworn it was like Hex 2.0 or something, because here's Hex. So let's start with the older ones. And I just found out that these are not 2020, these are 2014. I was like, well, where'd I get that information from? So starting off with Hex, I like how she has a glow-in-the-dark base. And it's a neat little figure. I mean, this time I'm going to take it more slow, just get a few figures at a time, because nobody's really collecting these. It's not like a market like it used to be. And unfortunately, I don't have a way of playing the game anymore. I don't have any of the games. If you know of a way for me to play a game online or whatever, please let me know. The numbers on the bottom, is this their independent numbers? Like what would be on the actual packaging? Because I don't know. There's also the model number right here, which is very hard to see. This one is 83994888. And this one is named Josh. And it has a different model number. So I don't know exactly how I should be differentiating these once I start getting a bigger and bigger collection. I do have it on my phone now, the phone I'm using actually, a way to differentiate them while I'm out there in the field looking at them, so I won't get the same one twice. It's color coordinated and then picture coordinated. So this one's called Hex, and evidently she's a witch. Witch, bye my pretties. Oh, I watched, so last night I actually got around to watching Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I haven't seen ever, which I should have saw back in the 90s, because it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And there was this one scene I cracked up so hard. It was like, fly my pretties, fly! He was quoting the Wicked Witch. That was just so funny to me. Oh my gosh. And this one, you might be going, don't you already have this one? I have the pencil topper, and I was going to compare these two. They look exactly the same, and my pencil topper is the exact same shape. It's just he's way smaller. I was like, what is my dad watching? He's watching, what is it called? The show Sliders. This one's called Ignitor. Oh, by the way, this one's Gill Grunt. And I like Gill Grunt a lot, even though he's just a grunt. They had another version of him too, you know, like third or fourth one or whatever. Ignitor's a really cool one. I like how he's got the fire on his head. He looks like a little dude with armor on. He's one of my favorites. He's really cool. All right, and then we got Terrafin and Terrabite, I think. I just got finished putting these on the computer, but it's like this is the baby version of him or a sidekick or something. I'm not 100% sure exactly what his role is, the little one, but it's like a cute little version of the bigger guy. I like him because I like sharks. So I knew Terrafin. That's really when I was talking to the guy working there, Steven, and his dad was actually working there. His dad's about my dad's age, and I guess Steven's about my age, or maybe Steven is his dad. Anyway, I was saying this one's Terrafin, and I guess this one's like a little baby version of Terrafin. And he was like, uh-huh. He's like, you're way too into this. I know. I think that they're really cool. I dig these a lot. So Terrafin, again, he I like how he's got the little bumps on his arms. He looks very strong, and he belonged to somebody. Like, I don't know. Oh, it's probably Josh. He just got sloppy with that one. But so we got some sea people. We got like the death people, and they have glow-in-the-dark ones. We got the fire people. See, they got little symbols on the bottom of them too. So even if you don't have the game, you could play like paper, rock, scissors with them. You know, maybe, oh, he's actually mountain. That's weird. I thought he'd be water. Here's the water. Well, that's crazy. I did not know Terrafin would be mountain. It makes no sense. What about the Terrabite, I think is his name? He's also mountain. That's really crazy. Here's one called Trigger Happy. Now, I think it's weird because I've seen a Trigger Happy where he's got guns in his hand. Why doesn't this little character have guns in his hand? He's just sitting there like he's going to lick you. He doesn't even have guns in his hand. What I wonder is if I got one that, you know, because they did have pieces there that belong to him. Like one of the characters I have obviously has an easy to break arm because every time I see him, he's got a broken arm. So maybe he had guns in his hand originally. You know, I did not pay attention to that just 5 minutes ago when I was putting this on my computer, my little checklist. But yeah, I remember having Trigger like big guns in something. Maybe they couldn't put the big guns on him because, number one, it would just be too, like I don't know, hanging over too much. Like this hangs over. I don't know. But yeah, he's Trigger Happy. I remember him in the car game because was it the car game or the one later on where he did have some big guns in his hand. So I remember him back in the day. This one's called Drill Sergeant, and that kind of makes sense. He has drills. I thought he was going to be like Machine Man or something. I need to clean him. Yeah, they get dusty really quick, and I just got these, so don't go like, oh, you got a dusty house. Well, actually, I do, but that's not. I do the best I can, because especially with the cats and everything. But Drill Sergeant, I don't want to. I'm trying to not to rush through this because there's just so much detail in them. I like the painted on gold and the blacks and the very metallic maroon to him. He looks really good. He looks like a giant, like, what's that guy named Deathhead? And he's got one eye with the pupil more open than the other one, but you can tell it's like a shutter, like on the camera. Yeah, I like it a lot because he's got a little toot tail. And he's from the machines. It's like Power Ranger Zeo, the bad guys, the little cogs, or what do you want to call them. So that's really cool. I do wish I had action figures of most of these, like all of these actually. That would be fun to see if I can. It'd be fun to pose him. Like these little wheels, is that how he propels himself around? I don't think I've never played with him in the game. I've played with a few of these in the game, but like I only played the game where there was the balloon and it had Patrick Wahlberg's voice, which I was like, oh my gosh, that's Patrick Wahlberg. I was so excited. I played it for a little while, but the camera angle thing kept on getting on my nerves because I'm used to Minecraft where you can just pretty much, nothing gets in your way when you're trying to go around stuff. On that game, things kept getting in my way and I couldn't see around the corner. And again, this one is Star Strike, and she is part of the Star or Celestial or something. I don't know. I'm still getting back into this, so and I would love to find a way to actually do it. Now, she's got some paint things here, and it may have just been rubbed off because whoever owned it before. But she's really got some nice colors. It's got the purples and the almost indigo blue, and then like there's several different layers of blue. It's like a darker blue, a sky blue, and that one may be more indigo. And then she's sitting on what it looks like a globe or a geo, one of those like 20-sided dice almost. Tetrahedron, I think. All right. So, no, tetrahedron is the 4-sided dice. They're a icosahedron. But she's obviously more than 20 sides on that thing, but it's interesting. So there's different series here. Let's see. There's Fire, Mountain. What is Trigger Happy? He's a machine person. You can just tell from their bases. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factions here. Which one's your favorite out of all of these? I like them all really well. And I remember playing with her back in the day, and she's just really funny on the screen. She kind of reminds me of the Wicked Witch, is why seeing that reminded me of the thing I saw last night. Gill I like a lot just because he's an underwater dude, and I like water. And I thought he was a water dude, but makes me wonder about him being a mountain dude and everything. He's got the little crystals and stuff. Okay, that's kind of cool. So he's just, how is it a Terrafin, a rock person? I don't get that. Yeah, I like all of these. They're really cool. So now my collection has been almost tripled in size. No, I forgot I got that eBay thing. So it's about doubled in size almost. Well, anyway. Let me know if you have any experience with these and tell me what's your favorite one. And does he supposed to have guns? I need to go check that. All right, y'all have a great day, and just comment below and tell me what you think of getting Skylanders now that the game is pretty much dead, unless there is something about the game I don't know. Is it dead? Let me know.